Right, welcome everyone. Peace. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, schedule's been a little bit up and down. I will be moving place shortly, so it will still be a bit up and down for the next like 2-3 weeks. So bear with me. I'm trying to keep it as consistent as possible, but yeah, there will be gaps in my content. But yeah, without further ado, I'll get straight into it. I've charted quite a bit of this the last few days, but just off camera, it's been like pretty like yeah, as I said, pretty inconsistent. So we're trying our best here, but yeah, let's get into it. AUD USD. This is our context. We're approaching quite a bit of supply. We have had a pullback. And we're in kind of a bit of like a weird spot here where we're just wanting to see what happens. We did have this distribution which completed itself. As you can see, it hit our range low, which was nice, but I did not take that one. As of now, this is kind of our range, if you will. But this does look to be pretty invalid pretty quick because price looks to keep going higher towards this supply up here. So not expecting price to distribute just at the moment, but yeah, nevertheless, we'll wait and see what happens. This is our DL tool, so yeah, as long as price stays within this deviation range or deviation limit, then we can still monitor this. But for now, we will wait. Euro USD have this potential range, which price keeps powering through. This also never completed itself. This one did, but not this second one, as you can see. And we are continuing to. Bear with me. We are continuing to push up, so not too interested at the moment. Wait and see what happens when we get into this supply above, but for now, just practice patience. Same thing here, invalidated. Just be patient and let's see what price wants to do. For now, it wants to climb higher, so not interested in GBP USD. I'm not really interested in too many USD pairs for the time being. Obviously, this is still a beautiful accumulation if anyone took it. Yeah, GBP NZD. Still got the supply above. What is actually happening here? I did chart this earlier. Like technically speaking, we are in a potential accumulation, but it's kind of in no man's land. Like we've ran through this demand here, we have demand below, but I have a feeling that you know what? Oh, we just front ran this demand. Is there something more? Is there overlapping structure? No overlapping structure. Yeah, no overlapping structure. And no, we have not really broken. We haven't broken market structure yet. Even on the 1 minute, I did look at this earlier. We have not broken 1 minute market structure because if we draw our market structure, we'll start from here. We have two consecutive bullish candles here, but there's no two consecutive bearish candles. So this is technically speaking our market structure on the 1 minute. So yeah, you can see this would be breaking 1 minute market structure, but you may as well just look for the 5 minute market structure because it's so close to the 1 minute market structure. So I'm not going to be paying that much importance to this 1 minute market structure. Yeah, the 5 minute it is, and we're still quite a while away from breaking the 5 minute market structure. So if anything, ideally I would like price to push up quite nicely, create some form of demand in here, slowly retrace back, forming this nice liquidity curve, break again, enter like this. I would put my stops below this demand, and that would give me a fairly decent 3 risk to reward, which you can then yeah, just carry all the way back up. So that's ideal. That's my pre-planning here on GBP and ZD, but yeah, only time will tell for now, and price might continue just going lower. So yeah, that's it for now. But yeah, we do have supply above, which you would think would get taken at some point. So yeah, there is reason to go a little higher first. Euro NZD. Yeah, nothing really at the moment. It's just sort of potentially forming this accumulation, but yeah, same thing. Like, we need to give price a bit more time. There's reasons to go higher, and there's also reasons to go lower. Contextually speaking, here we are in very high range premium, so we can expect to go lower, but we can definitely take out a few more local highs before we go lower. USD JPY. Still technically in a confirmed distribution. Ran through this supply. Curious to see if there's any POIs the price could come back to. Well, technically speaking, there's one there. Just want to see how this looks from a local standpoint. Yeah, it's valid. Like, you can always draw from here if you want to play it safe. Yeah, this just shows unmitigated supply. Well, interestingly enough, you had overlapping structure which got mitigated. Right there. So yeah, you can definitely use this as your POI. Yeah, that's kind of it for USD JPY. NZD CAD. Really nice accumulation which completed itself here. This will be my new range to monitor. Just interested to see if there's any POIs in here. This may be one here. Yeah, it's valid supply. Let's grab this local high as well. What is going on here? What just happened there? I don't know. Well, we've mitigated this. Yeah, this remains our supply for NZD CAD. But I just want to be a bit more patient, see what price does. Apologies for this lag. This is crazy. And then we have overlapping structure. Demand. Boom. Boom. So dinner is getting cooked downstairs and it smells so good. I'm also a little hungry, so that probably adds to it. But yeah, we have quite a few demand levels here, locally speaking. I'm just going to leave that as is, fans at DCAT. Not much more to be done. Nothing here. Price action is ass. What's going on here? Yeah, not much. This is still intact, to say the least. Intact. Heavy demand here, Cheech. This will definitely get mitigated. No if, buts, or maybes. Heavy demand. Bro, I don't even have anything else open. Price is, trading view is just cooking me. Alright. Same but different. Not much is happening here. Yeah, we've taken Asia high and low. So we might spend a bit of time in crypto today if given Forex isn't giving me much. Like fuck, I've been away for a few days and now all of a sudden Forex has just said, no, you know what? When you come back, Livu, you're not getting any potential setups. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, well, nothing else was going to happen there anyway. Let's change. Man. Obviously, skip through if you're watching this on replay. Far out. Alright, I'm going to close trading view and let's see what happens. Just me and my beautiful face. Alright, we're sort of back. Bro, what is going on? No! This is not good. This is not good. If this freezes more, I'm gonna have to turn the music off and I'm just gonna have to go, yeah. Alright, music's gone off. Music is down and out. Now so is trading view. Fuck out. We've only been going for 18 minutes. Good return back to YouTube, hey? Alright. Supply's fine. Okay, that's my POI there. What the fuck is going on? This shouldn't mess around with the recording, but I will be changing live internet. Alright, bear with me. All right, let's see. Has anything changed? USD, Swiss franc, PY remains. This is now gone. I am no longer interested, and this will be our new range. I just want to make sure that it's valid. Are these equal highs? Nah, surely not. No way. I think these are equal highs. Like, what? Yeah, equal highs. Well, this is a range. We'll see what happens here. Very, very interesting. It would be crazy if we can catch a distribution here. Short the top of the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. All right, AUD CAD, talk to me. What are you seeing? Still a valid distribution, just needs a bit more time. We are hanging a little bit outside of this deviation range, but it is valid. Not liking how we've not made our second deviation to potentially target a distribution. We're actually going back down before ever deviating a second tap. It's always annoying when that happens, but you just have to let price do its thing. So I will still monitor what's going to happen here. I will set my alerts. And just be patient. I will target a potential accumulation model around the EQ of this range just because we have really, really nice buy side liquidity forming. Like this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So we will monitor this for now and see what happens. So that Wi-Fi change has done wonders. Hopefully I won't speak too soon. GBP AUD, not much to see here. Yeah. Gold. This is our range. Just play the patient game here. Silver the same. I charted this earlier. We have created our first first deviation, technically speaking, and then oil was not giving us anything. Bar supply above us and not much below us. So that is oil. And yeah, let's move on to crypto. Let's see what's going on here. BTC slowly making its way to potentially form a distribution, so nothing to be done there. ETH has created its first deviation, so we are potentially approaching a distribution. We'll target demand here. USDT. This is invalid. Invalid. Demand mitigated, and we are slowly approaching this most powerful reverse level in crypto. And if you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, yeah, price is essentially just making a higher low to potentially make a higher high. So looking on the weekly, is that valid on the weekly? No, it's valid on the 2 weeks. Yeah. It's valid on the 2 weeks, but there's no real, like, you can't really see the demand. But from a structure perspective, price is essentially doing this. So that's kind of order flow expectation here with USDT. So if we get a reversal back up here, this does mean that you can exit risk assets. So yeah, USDT dominance increasing. That obviously means Bitcoin and all alts will be decreasing. So get out if you are. I'm not looking to necessarily get out, but essentially, like, if we respect this, if we are respecting this level, if you're still holding many alts, probably a good time to sell. So just be patient here and see what happens. Yeah, outside of that, that is USDT dominance. Let's have a look at some alts. Obviously, keeping in mind that Bitcoin is forming some form of, or on its way to form some form of distribution. So you want to kind of align your alts alongside that as well. I personally will be looking for any sort of accumulation models. Render, this is still, yeah, this is gone. Still on our way to form this distribution model here for render. So we just got to be patient there. Pump, bump. Definitely would not be longing anything here at the moment. As much as we are looking to, it is looking like an accumulation model. Just looking at the higher time frame where Bitcoin is, where USDT is, I would not be wanting to accumulate. Yeah. And I told you to be patient. And I told you to. Who the hell is that? It's valid. I would like to see price go higher than this. If it goes higher than this, then I would no longer be looking at this for any sort of distributions. Just to see if there's any POIs here that price might want to respect, or at least show me wants to respect. Technically, this. If it breaks above this, then everything we've just charted can get thrown into the bin. So yeah, you're essentially looking at a Model 1 going over into a Model 2, or just a straight up higher time frame Model 2. Some nice lows below us. Technically speaking, you can draw from here. Yeah, I will pay attention and see what price does should it reach here. But I want the return to zone back in very, very clean. Or at least a strong local model. Yeah, let's have a look at cake. Wow, wow, wow. Cake is looking interesting. It's looking interesting. We could be forming a distribution. You know, if we come back in here, mitigate this demand, and then slowly come back up, break structure, then we can look for a reversal back down. But yeah, just be a bit patient here because there is heavy, heavy demand below us. So that is Gake. There is supply just well. It's just supply that hasn't really done anything, so you don't have to put too much emphasis on it. You can definitely have it on your chart just in case you do get a reaction. You then know where the reaction came from. But other than that, it's not too significant supply. Like it's just there. It's just supply credited in a downtrend. Yeah, I'm a lot more interested in this demand and how price is going to react from it. Let's have a look at Quant. Technically speaking, like we are in a confirmed distribution, and you have demand below. Beautiful sweep of liquidity, beautiful respect of supply. The only thing that I don't like is that we're leaving behind quite a bit of buy side. So all this is buy side liquidity. We have pretty much respected this supply. Sort of. No, 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 no. Do you feel? Because baby, I'm losing control. No, 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 no. Then we have, yeah, like there's definitely a decent structure supplier chain being formed here. For me, it's still too late to short it now. Like I would not be shorting here at any moment, but it is good TA for us to do. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens here. But it's like overall, it's a nice zone. It is a decent range. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how this plays out. In terms of extreme liquidity, pretty much this is my extreme liquidity. Should this get swept? So yeah, quant is looking very interesting to and fairly good to distribute. So watch this space. Are ripping through everything, demand and supply. Um, we'll wait and see what happens here in terms of Arve. There's probably some supply in here. Yeah, valid. And it's also been mitigated. Nice reaction from there. XRP. Still ranging. Tau still ranging. It's kind of counter context if you are to assume we get an accumulation here. Yeah, we've mitigated this. I'm not too. There is supply above, which you would think will get mitigated at some point, especially if price was to dump. It's not necessarily given, but it can happen. But yeah, like I'll monitor for a little accumulation scalp here on Tau. Yeah, yeah. Fairly heavy supply here though. That is the only thing I don't like. Like fairly heavy supply, so wouldn't really be looking to trade this, especially at the moment. volume. Yeah, you need a lot more to happen here. You need like a deviation, fast move up into this supply, and then another slow move in here, sweeping some extremes, and then coming up to mitigate this supply, and then probably coming back down. So a few things need to be ticked in order for you to even consider this a potential accumulation scalp. So yeah, for now I would not be too interested. XMR XMR normally always gives us something. Not on this instance though, as you can see. Like literally nothing here on XMR. Hype. What is going on here? Yeah. Range is absolutely gone. This is the only thing I'm interested in at the moment. The only range I'm interested in. Everything here you can see has been mitigated. Oh, most. We do have demand below. Yeah, it's kind of all been mitigated in here. Contextually speaking, hype's also just kind of forming just one big distribution. Tap one, tap two, tap three. So like if you really want, you can use this as your extreme liquidity, which I would allow. There you go, short this to the bottom. Short this to the Pico Shimiko bottom. We'll see how this plays out. Cause baby, I'm losing control. Alright, Sui, Chris. Oh, what's that? Not much here for Sui. Let it play out. Doge. Very large compression. Same thing. We're expecting fake move first, then move back down. Can happen. First move, fake move. Yeah, we're just a whole lot of compressing here for Doge. Whole lot of compressing with some form of demand definitely created in here. So even in the crypto market, there's a lot of potentials happening, but nothing really like scalp this right now. Litecoin. We can expect it to complete this this shitty ass accumulation. Solana. Is it worth charting that on Litecoin? Let's just see what happens. For the sake of the exercise. Sol is looking wacky as. Asta, was there something there on Sol? Could something be used as a Asta? Asta has been just. Sorry, I've skipped on there. Asta has been crazy ridiculous. Ondo. Ranging. It's not the thing is with Asta and Ondo, they're not even compressing. They're just like it's just doing this. Market Maker is just scribbling on the chart. That's all that's happening. Like, yeah, it's not even compressing. Like, well, what's this? Trade this. Good luck. Well, here we go. When we get down here, just long. When we get down here, short. There's your strategy. Link. Just, yeah. Just terrible, terrible price action. You can technically have this as your range. But you're going to need more of a, you'll need a lot more of a nicer return to zone, you know. I will not even be looking at that. Virtual. Nice accumulation model though here. Nice scalp, which if you took, well done. If you didn't take, unlucky. Ton. If you make on virtual, there has to be something, you know. There isn't. Ton. Not much happening on Ton. This was a beautiful, beautiful distribution. What a call this was. Shout out to myself. Yeah, Ton, not much. Bitcoin Cash. Distribution played out well. Pepe. I'm hoping for some sort of distribution upon this supply mitigation. Trump. Nothing. Corn. Fartcoin. Fartcoin is somehow going up, but could probably catch a distribution here. If you're paying attention. There's your POI. You could use the hourly as well. If in fact, the hourly is your best bet. Like seriously, you short up here and you are chilling. You are chilling. Nice little short to take on on Fartcoin. Thing is though, this low has been this low has swept everything, so you're kind of at a overall higher time frame bottom potentially. But that doesn't mean price isn't going to continue to go lower short term. So, like, look at all. You can't tell me all this isn't going to get. Look at all these. You can't tell me all that isn't going to get taken. So, if you do, you're an idiot. Plain and simple. No real demand in here as well, which I am a big fan of. Yeah. Like overall, everything here looks pretty good. Pretty good. What's Pump on doing? We'll come back to you, Farquhar. Yeah, hitting the supply. Yeah, this could be a potential short. We can move this up. No, we can move this up to the top of the list. Fartcoin gets number one priority. Yeah, the only thing I do like to see is a bit more of a return zone. We have a nice return from here to here, but quite an expansive and fast move from here to here. So we will see what happens here. But yeah, this week I am a big fan of showing a lot of selling pressure. So yeah, Fartcoin, keep an eye out on it. Brett is not doing anything really. There's probably some supply up here which you could short later down the track. Yeah, you could probably sneak in a short from here. But yeah, in terms of crypto, keep an eye on Fartcoin. Like really keep an eye out on it. Render. So yeah, all the Fartcoin heads are gonna hate me for this, but trade the charts, don't trade the hype. And Fartcoin is saying potential distribution. But yeah, we will stay patient, see what happens. And yeah, that's kind of it. All alerts have been set. AUD/USD is going higher. Higher and higher. Yeah, and that is it for that's it for Forex. So and crypto. Thank you all. But it actually went longer than I thought. But yeah, I will catch you on the next video. I'm not too sure when that will be. Might be tomorrow, might not. It all depends on my schedule, which, as I said, is pretty hectic. But yeah, thank you all for your time, and I will see you all soon. Peace.